I said this many times in this game, but dude, I wanna just live here. Look at this, from the lighting, from the shooting stars, to even the way the flowers are lit up. It's so imperial and so villa-like. Also, it's a marvel how those flowers aren't catching on fire. But hey ho. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, we helped Melia do some acts for her guards in order to pay back the debts in which her guards made to her. But now, that said, I think Dunban should leave and let these girls have alone time. They have a lot to talk about.
This is the Imperial Villa. I spent my childhood here with my mother. Oh, I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have barged in. Don't be silly. It is quite all right. In fact, I'm glad that you in particular have come to see it. Thanks. That means a lot to me, and it really is a lovely home. I'm glad you think so. But something about it seems sad, lonely almost. You think so too? This place has always had a lonely feel to it. So it's not just me then. I'm sorry, Melia. I didn't mean to say anything that would upset you. You did nothing of the sort. The truth is, my mother passed away some time ago. It's probably because of that. Oh, that means you're just like me. My mother died when I was young as well. Your brother told me. My mother's room is still as it was, full of memories, but so empty. I somehow get the same sense from this place. Not everyone has had that kind of experience. No wonder you can recognize the feel of this place. I hope you always look after this place. The garden's amazing. I'd love to hang out here again. It's really growing on me. And I'd love for you to visit again. I'm glad it's made such an impression on you.
They're at odds. But my god, you just can't help but smile. And I do love how they have slight touches on Dunban and Fanfiora's family. Like Dunban says, we lost our parents early on to Mechon, and now Fiora's bringing up a sense here. Now, what other JRPGs would do at this time is they would somehow say, oh my god, my dad's been alive this whole time and he's evil, or he's in isolation for some odd reason. But no, they keep it simple, and this story is all about Dunban, coming into his own despite the Monado and Fiora. Well, we don't need to say what her story is.
Yeah.
I love how they don't rely on past relationships. There's no parents, there's nothing. It's just simply, hey, these are characters and they're standing on their own in this world. That's one of the reasons why we haven't brought up anything about Shulk's parents, or Sharla's, or Ride, because you don't need that. People could stand on their own 2 feet even without parents. I mean, maybe we should know. But hey ho. You know what you can't stand without, or at least without support? You can't have good friends. You need good friends in order to support each other. And this is it, and this is what this story's been based around, in a sort of way. Homs, Ientia, Nopon, all coming together to take down Mechon. Do you know what? I think let's clear things up and let's take care of something on that nature really quick. You know what? I think visuals say more than words.
Hey.
You are the guys that helped Lasagna, right? You know, to get over her dislike of the other races of Bionis. I heard it was a group of Homs, so I thought it must be you. After you did that, she started talking to me again. But she's really cold. I think it's all because of the wing decorations. That's why she's still giving me the cold shoulder. You see, I broke Lasagna's wing decorations. I got some for her which looked exactly the same, but she said she didn't want anything from a half-Ientia. She never used to say such nasty things like that. What happened? I want the old Lasagna back. I want her to remember what she told me that night. You're gonna help me? Oh, thank you. I need some morning dew ice from Vellic Mountain. You can only get it at dawn when the ice sparkles. It should be near Valfagar Pedestal.
Luckily, we've been there before. What a sight it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Daytime. In Valak Mountain, you'll never be #1 for me. I'm sorry, even with the Definitive Edition, you look nice, you look more icicle. You know, you look more Ice Mountain. But dude, you can't beat the original. You can't beat the great soundtrack that is Nighttime Valak Mountain.
With the piano, Alvis.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know what that means, it's kind of an inside joke between me and Alice, how there's pretty much a simplistic piano pretty much dominating the entire soundtrack. And I like to imagine, especially now with Alvis in our pod, that he's just up on a hill somewhere with a piano, just like, might as well. Like Elvis on top of an ice mountain, just playing piano, and it echoing throughout the mountain. It's dumb, but somehow majestic and suave in a mocking way, which is kind of what Elvis, it's his shtick. Anyway, though, the place that we are going to go to is we need to go up high, and we need to go across many terrains. And I gotta say though, I love how through these mountains we're actually climbing up the mountains.
Yeah.
And also, we haven't addressed it yet, but we've also put Dunban in new attire, and we've actually seen some of this attire before with Ryan. But dude, I'd like to just address the attention to detail on his right arm. The thing has physics when you run. It flaps in the wind. Look at it. Awesome. What is awesome is that we have another reason for being here. We have ourselves another unique monster, and he's full of cold air. That didn't work out the way I wanted to, but hey, like I say, I'm just being vague. Vague Barbass. Thanks a lot, Barbass. Anyway, though, this guy is a typical Nebula with a spike. He has a bind and slow spike all in one go. Meanwhile, the other Nebula surrounding him, they have slow spikes on their own. So as pretty much you are doubly slow. And something which you've just seen right there. These Nebulas, they can blow up and they can knock you down. Not really bad in this particular scenario, but it just be a massive hindrance, seeing how you're being binded or bound and then slowed constantly. But if you wanted to use Melia or Charlotte in order to make this go a little easier, you definitely could. Apart from his spike, there isn't really much else to talk about. Other than, of course, Melia being dead, but coming back to life, so it's a-okay. In case you need to know, the Ice Eruption, that's his be-all, end-all. And he also has Elemental Bullet, Elemental Cannon, which just simple ether shots, and Ice Whip, which can inflict Art Seal. Not really the biggest threat. I guess you could say he doesn't have any physical moves, so as the speed's useless. But Thunder beats Ice every single time.
He's definitely a pain when you're first coming into Valk Mountain.
Yep, especially if you don't know how to combat the slow and bind. But with that all said, he's pretty much a piece of cake once to take out his Nebula friends. But for that though, I gotta go through this separate ice cave. And dude, if you think you've seen all the rest of Valak Mountain, you think that, it couldn't get any prettier, or any better, or any more scenic. Dude, you have no idea. There is one of the reasons why, visual-wise, Valak Mountain is one of my favorite areas regarding daytime. It's right up there. It's right up there with RFC. You want to see why? Well, check this out. You see the whole area and all these lights, which has been emphasized because of the improved draw distance and the improvements. You look at this, you can see creatures roaming around, the snow particles, Osei Tower, for the ice. How can you not love this view?
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, it looks good in daytime, but night, you can't beat it. Especially with this scenic ice. You can just imagine just relaxing here on a snowy mountain, and just chilling. I know I could.
Mm-hmm. It'd be really cold though.
But that's what coats are for. And per our quest, 5 AM, when things are just about to transition to from night today. We get it.
And the shimmering effect as well.
Mm-hmm. This game just has ASMR everywhere you look if you try.
Mm-hmm.
If the game could be epic, somber, relaxing, and just anything else you could think of, dude, the game's done well.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, girls, keep up.
I think it's because Dunban still has a quick step on.
Haha, eat my dust, girls. Look at my tassels flapping in the wind. Eat my tassel dust. Or eat my tassel particles. You know what, just eat my tassel. I'm sure someone's done that in history of mankind.
Eating tassels.
Maybe. Or eating clothing. You know this happened before.
Hey. Oh wow, you actually found it. It's exactly the same as I remember it. I'll use this to make lasagna something really nice. All finished. Could you give it to lasagna for me, please? And remind her of what happened that night.
Affection seal half. Each friend carries one piece. The mark of friendship. Somewhere, a young salvager in Aura just got a massive grin on his face.
Friendship.
Awesome, we'll beat them with the power of friendship. Some people might say this game is melodramatic or cheesy. Dude, you have not played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and seen the main character. It's something we can't forget.
I managed to really impress Lacroft. As a reward, he said he'd give me training again. Now I have 2 instructors. I'm gonna train so hard.
Good for you, child. Just don't get yourself killed. Unbeatable free.
Thanks for that.
Right. You're a pain, but you give out good stuff. We'll take it. Hopefully someone who has good stuff, and by good stuff I mean good memories, please like us.
Me.
This is from Vidian? A head wing decoration, but only one of a pair? And wait, isn't this made out of the morning dew ice? When we were very small, Vidian and I, we managed to get lost on Valak Mountain during a school trip. I was really obsessed with getting some morning dew ice, so we ended up getting separated from the rest of the class. There was a raging blizzard. We couldn't see anything. Somehow we managed to survive until morning. We kept on talking and talking, desperate not to fall asleep. And finally, when dawn came, we saw it. It was like diamond dust. It was so beautiful that I honestly thought I must have died. But there she was, by my side, Vivian. Thanks to Vivian, I survived. If she hadn't been there, I would have lost consciousness. I know it. And now I've called her a half-wit, insulted her blood and heritage. I've been a complete fool. How could I believe something so ridiculous and stupid? It makes no difference whether you're Homs or Nopon or anything. We're all the same. I must apologize to Vivian. And to you kind people, too.
Well, I don't know why. Just hear that story just brings a smile to your face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it is. I just kind of it brings me to a point. It's like redemption stories. I suppose. I just like the concept in any media, even reality.
Mm-hmm.
Just shows that yeah, sure, some people may not be or may not make the best first impression, or they may have done some wrong things, or etc. etc. But hey, it's all about what you do instead of what you have done. I guess I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass at the moment. Just feels, man.
Yeah, this game's all about the feels.
Yeah, ups and downs. It makes you feel happy, hatred, confusion.
Humor.
Yeah, humor. This game brings out all the emotions, and I love it.
Lasagna said she remembered what happened that night. I'm so happy. So Lasagna has finally returned to her old self. The truth is, I've always been embarrassed about something. The size of my wings, they're so small. But that night when I spoke about it with Lasagna, she said that she didn't care about that at all. In fact, she said she envied me. Said that it must have been so much easier to maintain. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Thank you. I really owe you.
Now that chatting the day away. On this case, they chatted the night away.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up saving each other. Dude, the feels of timing. When we organize something, we do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Just brings up the feels, I suppose. And now there's one more set of feels that we need to address. Dunban and Fiora haven't had time to talk, one-on-one a lot since all this happened. And Alkmaar seems like a pretty good place to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, why not? If everyone's leaving to enjoy the sights, let's do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Brother and sister, let's have a chat.
Alchemath is a wonderful city, don't you think, Dunban?
It is indeed.
My heart belongs in Colony 9, but I'd love to live here someday.
It feels a little spacious for you.
What are you talking about? I like big places.
I could get used to it too. The technology is incredible. For instance, especially the weapons.
He never changed, Dunban. Always on about fighting.
That's me, a born and bred killing machine.
You know, there's more to you than that, Dunban. I heard you saved everyone's life, and more than once.
It's nice to know I'm appreciated around here.
I wonder if I should try and move here one day.
You were serious about that?
I can hardly go back to the colony looking like this.
You certainly look different. People stare to begin, but I guess we can't blame them.
You're right. I'll probably remind everyone of the Mechon attack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fiora. I can't believe I said that.
Don't pull that silly face. I'm tougher than I look. It'll be like I never left.
You don't need to worry. Shulk and the others will come home with us to the colony, and whatever the residents say, I'll be there to shut them up.
Yay! You're the best big brother ever.
I promise you, Fiora. You'll always be my beloved little sister.
Thank you, Dunban. With you around, I'll never need to be afraid again.
lot of things have changed, but one thing hasn't. And again, why do you need parents when you have a badass like Dunban?
Yeah.
But there could be other alternatives that they can talk about, because Fiora definitely looks different. That's for sure. But in an alternative conversation, Fiora's had some upgrades, shall we say? Some intrusive ones. Some I think that might interest Shulk, because Lord knows he would like to have some time with machines.
Yeah.
And by time with machines, I mean Shulk. You better watch where you put out your hands, otherwise Dunban's gonna be on your ass. But I think with that said, guys, I think we are gonna call things there. So, with that said, we're nearly done. Hey Gil. You've waited long enough, and I think Albus and Dixon have waited long enough.
I'm surprised Egel didn't just murder us by now.
Bugs, you are taking the piss. I shall just kill you because I'm bored. I've been sat here in the McCullough twiddling its McCullough's fingers. I've been playing tiddlywinks with myself. You know what, now that I say that could be taken in a myriad of ways, so I'm just going to drop it where I am. Because I am he. But I think that's said, the guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, then be sure to like it. If you dislike the video, then why do you hate good views? Why do you hate good music? Why do you hate feelings? And why do you hate family? You are a terrible person. But if you want to subscribe to see more content like this and not be a crappy person, then be sure to subscribe. But with that said though, thank you very much for watching again, and we'll see you next time, for Dunban is going to be flapping in the wind with his tassels. We'll see you next time.